car restart related penalties. He will be taking a 5-place grid penalty, I believe. So let me just check. Yes, he will receive a 5-place grid drop for the next sprint race because of gaining an overall of 10 positions on the post safety car restart in Hungary. As it looks like Mads is the first one to start his flying lap. So obviously he goes fastest first sector. Let's see what time he can put in. Can he contend for pole position this time? He goes green second sector. Oh, he hits the curb, and he's facing the wrong way now. He takes way too much curb there, and is facing the wrong way. That's his lap gone. As many more Toto crosses the line, he's set a 110. Uh, get this up. Okay. Jamal with the Chaotic takes provisional pole now with the 109.02. Not a very fast lap. I believe there's definitely going to be faster laps soon. Jamal with the 109.7. Toto 110.9. These three are the only ones to have completed their flying laps. And then is there more drivers finishing their flying laps? Nope, just their out laps so far. There's Mikey with the 1010 or 110.07. As Ya is sets a 107.6. Is Ya even a contracted driver? Oh. Uh, is he or not? I have no idea. No. All right, Leonard set a 109.7. That's put him P4. Chaotic currently P2, and Ya is on provisional pole with the 107. Big with the 108.4 takes that P2 away from Chaotic. Mikey sat in P6 with the 110. SF sat in P7 with another 110, but those 110.5. Toto 110.9, and these guys are the only people to have completed their flying laps. And it's a 107.3 by Spectre. That's a beautiful lap. He takes pole position from Ya. So right now he's fastest by around 3/10. And did Ya just disconnect? I guess he did. Jaden goes into P4, the Red Bull Academy driver reserving for AlphaTauri, making his way back to the grid. Already putting a strong performance, sat in P4 as of now with 8 minutes to go. Did Spectre also disconnect? Yaz back. Okay. We see War Thunder with the 108.0, but I think he crashed out there. As let's see, right now it's just the top 12 that have set their fastest lap so far. So let's go through the grid. Spectre once again on pole position with a 107.36. Ya is on P2. And is that's Ayako out of qualifying. Apparently he crashed. I didn't see it, but that does mean he is out of qualifying. You cannot keep doing laps if you crash out and lose your wheel. You can lose your front wing, obviously. As let's see, throughout the grid, we're seeing 107s all the way down to 110. SF being the last to complete his flying lap, sat in P12 at the moment. Nobody else has completed their laps. Uh, let's see, Aries still racing today after taking that vacation. He's driving for the McLaren once again, but he is just a reserve driver. Sat in P8 right now. Jaden drops down to P6, Leonard P5, Big P4. War Thunder, the previous contender for the race win, is sat in P3, yeah, in P2, but I'm not sure what team he's driving for because he's an Alpine Academy driver. All right, okay, he has the proper car. So yeah, is driving for uh Alpine, reserving for Alpine now as he's sat in P2 and Spectre is on P1. As Samek makes a late appearance as we are almost 5 minutes of qualifying left. Not a lot of changes happening throughout the field. As I just see Leonard hit a bit of a bump there. Bumps, like I said before, are going to be a huge problem. And it's still just 12 people who have completed their flying laps. Ayako, I think, is going to be starting from the pits as he's DNF'd, but he decided to reset and just continue. He's not supposed to, I believe. The only drivers that are yet to do their laps are Samek, Mini, and or Lars and Leon. I believe Samek might be on his flying lap now. Let's see what he can do. The other driver for AlphaTauri. He's been putting a decent performance ever since he came to AlphaTauri. A bit of a bad result for the team in Hungary. So now it's his hot lap, looks like. Spectre is still comfortably in pole by a whole 3/10. His Mercedes teammate not doing much better with a 109.4 set in P8 at the moment. As Big actually went purple first sector, but a yellow second sector. Aries also yellow first sector, but green second and third sector. Ken Big maybe he does brilliantly with the 107.4, and he's sat in P2 at the moment. It's a Alpine 2-3 right now. Brilliant performance. As Samek is on his flying lap, I believe. Uh, s- Still not a lot of changes in the field, but Mads does do a much better time, 107.6. Leonard is the 108.6. Jaden P6 with a 108.69, very close to Leonard there. Chaotic with the 109.0. Aries with the 109.031. Very close, small difference between Chaotic and Aries, as we have just around 1 minute 30 seconds left in the race. Still not all of the drivers has completed their thing so far. Oh, that's an Audi driver. I saw that's out now. That's SF. His qualifying is done. He's lost his front wing. Mads out? As 30 seconds left of qualifying, Spectre is still in P1 provisional pole position. Nobody improving, no purple sectors across the leaderboard yet. So and that's qualifying finish. Let's go through the qualifying grid order. I mean, but people are still on their laps, so I guess I'll just tell you when. Big is unable to improve. That's a checkered flag for him. Spectre, he improves a little bit there and just further solidifies his pole position. Will any driver be able to take that? Samek is in P13. SF obviously not allowed to drive anymore. Sat in P14 after the DNF. That should be everybody done with their laps, I guess. So I'll take you through the grid order. Starting on pole position is Spectre, followed by Big, the Alpine driver, showing brilliant qualifying pace even in Hungary. He sat in P2, followed by Ya, his fellow Alpine driver, but he is an academy driver. Sat in P3, Mads in P4, Leonard in P5, Jaden in P6, Chaotic in P7, Aries in P8, Jamal in P9, Mikey in P10, Toto in P11, Ayako in P12, Samek in P13, SF in P14, Lars in P15, and Leon in P16. What the hell? Did I just get kicked? Oh, okay, we're fine. Oh yeah, and Jamal will actually be starting a bit further back, 5 positions back. So he'll be starting in P14, I believe. So that's promotions for all the drivers behind him. So I guess I'll go over the grid one more time just for all the drivers. Starting on pole position is Spectre. Let me just pull up the results. Starting on pole position is Spectre, followed by Big, then Ya, then War Thunder, then Leonard, then Jaden, then Chaotic, then Ares, then Mikey, then Toto, then Ayako, then Samek, then Jaden, followed by Lars, and Leon rounds up the grid. As the drivers go on their formation lap, we have 18 laps of racing action here today in this circuit of Greece. I believe the most common strategy will be going from medium to soft or soft to medium, depends on how the uh, drivers are feeling. Let me just pull this out, the qualifying results, that is. So Ayako, you're starting in P11. SF, you're starting P13. As the drivers start lining up on their grid slots. I think everybody is on the mediums. What's Leon doing just in the middle of the chicane? I mean, he has. Well, what? Okay, I think he's just. I think he's just lagging out there. Looks like there are a bit of confusion with the grid slots because I don't think these grid slots actually have the numbers on them. So not all the drivers are ready. Most of the drivers are now getting ready. They confirm. And the green flag is out. The race lights are starting. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we're underway here in the Greek Grand Prix. It's a good start from Spectre and a decent start from the two Alpine drivers as they keep their position. Yeah, it does jump big, I believe, though, as they start making their way down into the first few turns. Yeah, is now right on the back of Spectre. And the cars are starting to go through the track. I'm experiencing a bit of lag. I can't see what's happening, but I think that's through and past Spectre. Spectre is going to have more competition this race as well, and that's a Ferrari of Leonard who did a brilliant start over there to get into the podium contention there. And it looks like Leon, the Williams driver, might have jumped the start anyways. So that's under investigation by the FIA as does indeed have the lead of the race for now. But Spectre is keeping with him. He's not letting this slide as we have 4 drivers, it looks like, in contention for the podium. We have the Red Bull driver of War Thunder, Leonard, the Ferrari driver. And I believe, okay, it's 5 drivers all in contention for podium. The 2 Alpine drivers, Leonard, the Ferrari driver, Spectre, and War Thunder, all fighting for this podium position, followed by Mikey. And there's a huge crash. It's Aries. Aries completely flipped his McLaren, and he is dropping down position as there's a 5-second penalty for Leon. And is that an Audi? Is that a Haas driver without a wheel? That's Toto. He's stranded straight onto the racetrack. This might be a safety car, as still has the lead, but Spectre is attacking him down into the. This is not the first turn. Onto the DRS straight. It's yellow flags. Is this going to be a safety car? It's yellow flags for the last sector right now. Is this a safety car or is this just I'm not sure. Okay, it doesn't look like this is a safety car. There's no safety car being released. No safety car. The FA has released no safety car. So let's go through the grid, and it's back to green flag racing. Oh, I see one of the cars. I think that was Leonard. Goes a bit deep there from the chicane. Spectre has taken the lead of the race. Must have done it under the. I'm not sure when he did. I didn't see. Let's go through the rest of the grid. That's Chaotic driving his own race. He has a second to the car behind. Oh, never mind. That's 4 tenths just to the car behind us. Mikey, the Mercedes driver, is starting to attack him. Samek is following behind. So Chaotic and Mercedes driver Mikey, they're both fighting. Samek is just watching the fight and is getting trailed by Jamal, followed by Jaden. Jaden is starting to get under attack by the Red Bull driver of Lars, as there is a cross for the overtake for the lead as retakes the lead of the race. Spectre is still just keeping up with him right now. It's 5 tenths gap, but he is getting closer, and Leonard is also getting involved with this P1 contention, followed by the Red Bull driver of Mads, who is trailing just a bit behind, and I think he's just watching this for now as he takes a bit too much curb there. War Thunder is followed by the second Alpine driver of Big Set and P5. It's a good day for Alpine, P1 and P5. Chaotic is starting to get under attack fully by Mikey as Mikey leads Chaotic now, taking P6 from him. Down onto the and he is starting to attack Big. Big was driving very slowly there as even Chaotic overtakes him. What's up with Big? What happened to him? He's driving back again, but he's just lost 2 positions in just a few straights as we see Leon already having blue flags. Down to the back of the grid, we have Ayako and SF fighting for these few positions. Aries is trailing behind Jaden and Lars as they both fight for this final point position. And Spectre are still going at it, and it looks like Spectre might just be ahead coming onto the last few turns, onto the final DRS straight that approaches the chicane. Is still ahead, but will Spectre get the... I think that's... Wait, hold on. Where is this guy? That's big. Both tires are gone, and it's a safety car. Safety car, as this car is just smack dab in the middle of uh the circuit here, and the endurance car is the safety car here. So, wait, is that Mads leading? Why does the leaderboard say Mads is leading? Or it's updated. So yeah, has retained the lead for the safety car. Restart. Yes, there's no sprint tire rule. Or there's no tire rule for the sprint here. So the grid so far is yeah in P1, Spectre in P2, War Thunder in P3, Leonard in P4, Mikey in P5, seemingly winning that confrontation, that battle with Chaotic